I've spent countless hours trying to complete personality quizzes and tests only to be left feeling like I haven't grasped my true identity yet. I've struggled with this concept for a long time, and I'm just starting to understand what embracing individuality truly means. Can anyone really fit into the various molds that society creates? What do we see plastered on television screens and magazine covers? Why try to break your theoretical bones and cut parts of yourself off in order to fit these molds? It's extremely painful to try. They tell you to just be yourself. They make it sound so simple. But it's much easier said than done, isn't it? Individuality is what makes us different and separate from others. In order to get to know ourselves better, to bring out our individuality, and be able to become our best self, we have to start with time and grace and lenience for ourselves. We have to give ourselves room to grow and space to make mistakes. It can be disappointing at times when you're not moving as quickly as you think you should and you make that same mistake again. But if you just give yourself time and you just give yourself some grace, you'll be able to gain some more knowledge of your inner self. Sometimes it's just important to let your mind wander. Allow yourself to be unfocused. Try to just be alone in your thoughts. It's a different kind of meditation where there's no need to clear your mind. Just embrace each thought. Notice it as it comes in and out of your brain. When it comes to new experiences, try new and uncomfortable things. Get yourself out there. Try to be safe at the same time, obviously. But some of the best stories and memories I have come from experiences that I didn't necessarily find desirable beforehand. Like going on a spontaneous road trip when I was tired. Or meeting up with someone that I don't know very well. It might be awkward at first. But I've learned so much about myself through conversations with a variety of people who unexpectedly pop into my life. I've also learned some really awesome cooking tips from these same people. Another important thing to implement when you're trying to learn more about yourself is different systems and strategies for life. Some of the things that I've been working on have been trying to arrive on time more often. The system that I have in place is allowing myself more time in the morning to get ready, extra time than I would expect that I would need, because I usually end up getting sidetracked. I also set timers and measure time by how many songs have played, that sort of thing. This usually helps me to arrive on time. Another system that I have in place is to help me accomplish undesirable tasks. I like to make a list, spend a few minutes with my eyes closed, imagining myself doing those tasks, and what emotions I expect that I will feel during and after. It's a wonderful tactic because when I'm actually milling about the house, getting things done, it helps me to stay focused on what I'm doing. And it leaves me feeling so accomplished. It is also very, very important to not compare yourself to others. This is also easier said than done, that is for sure. It can be really difficult at times. But it becomes more and more obvious how important this is every year that I'm alive. Looking at others and comparing myself to them creates gaps or cramps in the mental space that I live in. And once again, I find myself trying to squeeze or break myself into those gaps. But when I don't compare myself, I fit right in my mind. It's obvious. The correct choice is to just stop comparing myself. But the curation of this habit is so difficult. I might need to do a social media fast sometime soon. It's important to celebrate other people's accomplishments, and it's also extremely important to celebrate your own. I'm proud of you for getting out of bed today. Good job. Forgetting about other people's opinions of you can also be extremely difficult. But it is equally as important. Receiving advice from others is one thing. Another is allowing their opinions to make choices for you. Try your best to just stay true to yourself. It can also be important to not seek approval for every little thing. This I find extremely difficult as well. There has to be a balance between receiving and implementing helpful advice from others who are trusted people in your life, but also trusting yourself to know what's best for you. Try to just enjoy this process. Give yourself praise and focus on the positive aspects of yourself. Slowly start to learn to love your flaws. Good luck.